everyone. I've been bad about doing the blog. Oops. But I've had a very productive week at school. My Swedish learning is going quite well. Sorry, cat trying to get into a bowl of former cheese dip. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I have class, and then on Friday my teacher isn't there, and we're supposed to work in a group, but I'm gonna go ahead and not go because the teacher's not there, and I get enough of those people the rest of the week. So, alright. Here's some svenska for you all. Jag heter Amy. Jag kommer ifrån USA. Jag pratar engelska och lite svenska. Jag har 3 katter. Jag tycker om kakor. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much, that was kind of the first day we did our introductions, things about ourselves, obviously. So what I just said was, my name is Amy. I come from the United States. I speak English and a little bit of Swedish, and I like cookies. And then I have 3 cats, though 2 are here and the third one is away. I still consider myself a 3-cat owner. And then, let's see, and then the next day, we covered, what did we cover the next day? Fråga. Questions, och svara, answers. So we did questions and answers about ourselves and our classmates. Then we went over an individual study plan with the teacher yesterday, kind of where we're at, where we aim to be, how far do you want to go in Swedish? Do you want to be able to ask where bread is in the store, or do you want to be a Swedish television star? Sort of range. I told her somewhere in between to be able to get the 2-year degree in the States. And then today we did counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We actually counted all the way up to 100, but I'll just spare you guys me actually sitting here counting to 100. But I can do 1 through 10 quite well, if I do say so myself. There's 2 other predominantly English speakers in the class out of, we had 15 today. Well, 14, 15 counting the teacher. And so there's 1 other American, he's from Florida, and an Australian. So I've kind of been grouping with them, even though they're the slackers, which I find really funny. It's like, oh man, English speakers are slackers, because we were all joking about how we all had planned to ditch tomorrow since the teacher isn't there. And then on the flip side of that, you've got Carlos from Spain, who is so gung-ho about learning. It's so, he just cracks us all up so much. We kind of do the snickering when he talks that, if I try really hard, will I be able to speak Swedish quickly? I want to be done with this soon. Are you going to assign homework? Stuff like that. And when she was talking about attendance, he was like, we owe it to the school to go every day. And he's so funny. I think it's a generational thing because he's an older person. But it could also be a Spanish thing. Who knows? I don't know Spanish people. So we've got a crazy mix of people, though. I think I read the list last time to you guys. I think we got a new Syrian classmate today, and then on Monday, what they're going to do is they're going to merge another class that they had started up that didn't have enough people. So the way the government handles the SFI classes is they either say they're open or closed, and they only had I think it was 7 people or something. So they said that they were open, and then a whole bunch of people enrolled. So then they had this big class that they're going to be merging with our class, and we're going to have 30-something people to begin with. Those will peter out because free school, there's no reason to follow through. When your own money is involved, it becomes a lot more, you get a lot more dedicated people. The other American can't say the number 2 in Swedish, which is quite funny. Me and the Australian guy were kind of making fun of him today because he says toa, tua. And we're like, no, you have to do the V, and yeah, it's kind of funny. I kind of wonder if maybe it isn't going to be like my experience with massage school, in that by the end of it we were all so close, just because we had been all through the experience together. Now granted, that was a year and not 4 to 6 months, but we'll see. I do have trouble connecting with a lot of the people in the class. There's kind of the prettier, more put together ladies. There's this really lovely lady from India, and a very beautiful Italian woman, and they're kind of intimidating. I always feel so dumpy next to them, and I know looks aren't everything, but they're also the type that are just, kind of put together. Like when it's a windy day, their hair isn't, and my hair is anyway, even if it's not a windy day. So I've been biking there. It takes about 10 minutes. Today, I wanted to go over to Freshie, which is over at the Hotoreet Tanabana. So what I did was I went ahead and took my bike down. We took my bike down and went the rest of the way down to Hotoreet, which isn't very far, but unfortunately the whole way, it's all downhill from my place to there. So all the way back, I was like, oh God, I'm hungry and tired and my legs are killing me. Not very far at all, probably, I don't know, maybe a kilometer, a little bit more than a kilometer or something, somewhere in there, but not very far, but just all uphill. And everyone's just zooming past me because, out of shape American, and they're like, oh, yeah, jerks. How dare they show their fitness. So, yeah. What else? Started a new book today. Connie Willis. It's a time travel book about a woman who goes back to the Middle Ages and then contracts a terrible disease, which then ends up affecting people in the future somehow. So far, so good. It's a little... I'm not sure if I like the writing style yet. I've only read a short story by Connie Willis, so we'll see. Anything else I care to share? I don't think so. Not much else is going on besides that. I really like my teacher. She doesn't try to do the whole thing in Swedish, which is very nice. She switches to engelska, to English, which she doesn't speak very well, which is kind of nice because then I get to feel superior. She'll ask, Actually, it was kind of funny. She asked the 2 guys that speak English. She said, how do you say, this? And they're like, oh, you say it like this. And she goes, it doesn't sound right. and the other American guy is like, you got the answer straight from the source and you're questioning us. So that was kind of funny. They have a program offered through the SFI class to talk about future education plans. So I thought I might talk to her. She comes in on Tuesdays. I thought I might ask her about what kind of programs they have, because there are kind of 3 careers that I'm kind of leaning towards. Veterinary assistant, pharmacy assistant, dental assistant. Notice the trend. I don't want to do school forever, but don't know if I can handle the veterinary because I am such a bleeding heart when it comes to animals, and that could be a strength, but it's also a big weakness, because as an assistant, I would be the one that would be having to like clear off the dead animals and things, and probably the one that gave injections, I would imagine. Oh God, I don't know if I can do that. Hopefully that's a vet thing and not a vet tech thing. Pharmacy. I've always had an interest in learning about pills, their contraindications, their usage. I just find that stuff neat. I don't have any hang-ups with the really large words. I like the idea of being in a nice air-conditioned environment, with regular set hours. So that would be good. And then the dental hygienist, it's kind of a strange thing to say, but I enjoy cleaning people's teeth. My boyfriend and a couple of past boyfriends can attest to this. I've got a little scraper tool, and I love scraping teeth. I don't know why. It's a weird thing. So I don't have any trouble doing that to strangers, I don't think. So, I don't know if I could get used to hearing the bzzz of the drill on a daily basis, or the smell of like burny teeth enamel smell. Oh, but the job that I would do, I think I could do. Sticking that really, really large X-ray thing in people's mouths and cutting up their cheek. Oh, here, it's real small. that kind of sounds fun. So those are kind of the 3 careers I've been thinking about, and I could talk to her about what schools offered those, and I'm sure as part of the SFI she would tell me how much Swedish would be necessary for those. I picked up a new tea yesterday. It's very nice. It's a bunch of berries. I can only do herbals. I don't even know what kind of berries and things it has, but it's very fruity and very nice. Yeah. That's it. Love you all. I hope America is still in one piece. I know we've got the semi-election things going on, where they're actually picking out the party people, the individual party candidates and stuff. Hope that's going well. They're all out. They're all jerks. So I haven't been able to get a hold of my dad still from this last weekend. It's worrying me a bit. Hopefully he will contact me, or let me contact him, because it's starting to freak me out. Oh, and I got my telephone company to unlock my phone so I can actually get service here. Yay. Now I just need a bank account, and then I can do that. I'm still waiting on my ID card. So, alrighty. Hello.